Do you read me over?
Be advised, you are coming in weak and unreadable.
Say again, Com Tower. This is Pacho. Do you read me over?
Pacho, this is Com Tower. I read you Lima Charlie.
Com Tower, Com Tower. Request permission to launch and commence the field op. Over.
Stand by. Pacho, permission granted. I say again, permission granted.
Roger that. Launching podcast in 3, 2. You are now entering the field op with your host, Pacho Correa, Chief Warrant Officer 3, United States Marine Corps retired. Get some. Hurrah!
Get some. All right, what's going on, everybody? Happy birthday, Marine Corps. Hey, I thought it would be a really cool thing to do to, now that I cut my hair, I'm now within regs. And I thought it would be really neat to just put on the uniform after 11 years of being out. And guess what? This bad boy still fits. Everything. I'm wearing everything. I mean, I got the undershirt, the cufflinks, the web belt. I mean, you name it. Heck, I'm even wearing the original Corps frames I was issued as a recruit. And they still have my platoon number and my recruit number on there as well. And these are leather shoes. They're not the Corps frames that, that we were allowed to buy after. And so these shoes are spit shine and everything else. Anyways, but yep, everything still fits. I almost dropped my show notes right now. But let me take off the cover so that way, one, I'm not wearing a cover indoors, but two, so that I can wear my headphones. All right, give me just a second. All righty then. Hey everybody, so it's really cool to having to wear the uniform. Hey, why don't we do this? Yes, I know I usually do baby Friday Night Eve. Goddamn, hoorah, get some. It's almost the weekend. Wearing your boy right here wearing his Marine Corps uniform. I got my medals. I got all my, all my, my nice salad bar, as we used to call it in the service. But yeah, why don't we do this? Let's get all the pleasantries out of the way. The show is brought to you by me. I mean, what I do is I help folks like you, whether they're civilian, retirees, or veterans, put certain strategies together so that you can protect your family, protect your assets, grow your finances, and plan for the future. So if this is something that you're open to, let's have a 30-minute brief conversation, and I'll go in detail and I'll even give you tidbits on things that you can implement right away. And if something makes sense at the end, we can further explore your options and how our program works. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. Or if you're open in it and would like to make an additional $500 to $2,000 part-time, sometime, anytime, we are also looking to grow our office, regardless of where you're at in the United States. So why don't you check it out? Let's have a conversation and go from there. Lastly, but not least, obviously keep applying for your benefits. That's something that I do help veterans with as well. I use AI, ChatGPT, and this is a service that I don't charge for. What I ask is that let's have a conversation. Let's put that money to grow versus blowing it on something that you really don't need, maybe buying the latest game console or whatever, that this money will actually grow, and down the road, you'll have actually something for your retirement and not having to depend on government subsidies to sustain sustain you later on in life. So let's have a conversation. Let's do something for you. Okay. And don't forget to keep applying for your benefits, regardless of whether it gets denied the first time, the second time, or third time. Okay. Because at some point, every little increase is going to help you financially. So, and if you want to be a podcaster and get in the game, obviously give Brian Colburn a shout out. He will help you out and as a life mentor and coach. So this show wouldn't happen without him. So, and if you're all about, the Constitution and all the great freedoms that we get from it, freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, among many others, then stick around and let's have a chat. If not, check out something from Sitchradio.com. All right. So support your local broadcaster. All right. So I think those are all the pleasantries out of the way. Let me get my show notes all together. So I decided to throw the uniform back on. And yes, like I mentioned earlier, this bad boy still fits. By the way, the trousers have not been tailored because I've expanded over the years. I think it'll be a good way kicking off the 250th birthday Marine Corps birthday. Obviously, we are gonna read John A. Lejeune's birthday message, celebrating two and a half centuries of war fighting, warrior culture, unmatched brotherhood, sisterhood, kicking ass, taking names, romping, stomping, ass kicking, girlfriend taking, mother taking as well. Many years of just doing the do and doing great things. So yes, we are going to do that. So why don't we do this? Let's read the birthday message. Okay. Attention to orders. On November 10th, 1775, a Corps of Marines was created by a resolution of Continental Congress. Since that date, many thousand men have borne the name Marine. In memory of them, it is fitting that we, who are Marines, should commemorate the birthday of our Corps by calling to mind the glories of its long and illustrious history. The record of our Corps is one which will bear companions with that of the most famous military organizations in the world's history. During 90 of the 146 years of its existence, the Marine Corps has been in action against the nation's foes. From Battle Trenton to the Argonne, Marines have won foremost honors in war, and in the long eras of tranquility at home, generation after generation of Marines have grown gray in war in both hemispheres, in every corner of the seven seas, that our country and its citizens might enjoy peace and security. In every battle and skirmish since the birth of our Corps, Marines have acquitted themselves with the greatest distinction, winning new honors on each occasion until the term Marine has come to signify all that is highest in the military efficiency and soldierly virtue. This high name of distinction and soldierly repute, we who are Marines today have received from those who preceded us in the Corps. With it, we have also received from them the eternal spirit which have animated our Corps from generation to generation and has been the distinguishing mark of the Marines in every age. So long as their spirit continues to flourish, Marines will be found equal to every emergency in the future as they have been in the past, and the men of our nation will regard us as worthy successors to the long line of illustrious men who have served as soldiers of the sea since the founding of our Corps. John A. Lejeune, Major General, Commandant. Outrah, get some. What a great message. I'm telling you, every time I read this thing, each and every year, I still get goosebumps. It sends a chill down my back. And then the cool thing is that, and like I said in my speech right before I retired from the Marines, was who would have thought that a kid that was born and raised in Medellin, Colombia, in Latin America, and then grew up in a farm, will be standing before you wearing this amazing uniform 20 plus years down the road and still giving this speech. And by the way, I never missed a Marine Corps ball. And I've even attended several other balls after retiring from the Marine Corps. So, and yes, I'm still wearing the uniform and it still fits. So, hey, can I get a new hoorah, Semper Fi? All right. So, but seriously, 250 years of mayhem and brotherhood. I mean, the Corps was literally born in a bar, Ton Tavern. Our legacy started with a beer and a fight. And, I mean, how jarhead, how Marine can one get? You know what I'm saying? So from the Bastards of Bellewood to the Battle of Fallujah, the Marine Corps has always punched above its weight class. I mean, we're the smallest branch of the service. We are, we put a lot of responsibility all the way down to that E1, E2, that PFC Lance Corporal. Again, we had Marines, young Marines running patrols and convoys all through Iraq, in Afghanistan. Yes, we do have officers as well. And, I'm part of that corps of officers. However, because, again, if God forbid something were to happen to me, someone else would go ahead and pick up the ball and run with it. You know what I'm saying? So, no one celebrates a birthday like us. We've got swords, we got cake, we got usually one guy who drinks too much, and another one who cries about his drill instructor. I mean, I kid you not. Some people have gotten proposed at a Marine Corps ball. Some people have gotten pretty much their marriage. That's that Marine Corps ball. It was the last straw because either somebody, whether that spouse, that service member, somebody cheated on somebody. A lot of people will be hooking up at a Marine Corps ball left and right. I mean, I got some serious stories and a lot of skeletons that I've seen for other people. But all in all, it's camaraderie. I mean, I remember we just got back from Iraq. This was in 2003, 4th LAR. During that whole time I had a torn meniscus, and right before the ball I had surgery. I still was going to go to the ball because I'd be damned if I wasn't going to go. So I had the Naval Hospital hook me up with a wheelchair. And back then I was a sergeant. I got selected to be staff sergeant. Anyways, so I'm walking around. If you've never seen the movie 4th of July with Tom Cruise, it's a really good movie. Even though it's somewhat of a protest movie, but it's still pretty good. I'm walking around this, I'm being rolled around by all my buddies, all my fellow Marines, and I'm getting bought beers at this casino left and right and drinks because, it's like the movie. I'm like, we just got back from Iraq. Hurrah, get some. It was an amazing time, but that's the cool thing, man. I mean, a Marine Corps ball, you could go up to the general and wish him a happy birthday. Your colonel, your CO. It's like at the end of the day, we're just all Marines, and it's really, really, really cool to see, man. Fun facts: Chesty Puller still holds more motivational quotes than any human in history. The Eagle Globe and Anchor isn't just a logo, or EGA, as we I guess it's a term of endearment that we call it. It's not just a logo. It's a lifestyle. Marines get it inked and tattooed before they even buy friggin' furniture. Marines make up less than 10% of the military, if you could believe that. But we actually won the whole damn thing. Why? Well, because, basically we did. And we do. We own it. We bleed, breathe, and live our Marine Corps ethos in the battlefield, in garrison, in and off uniform, whether we just end of active duty service or we retired. It's a way of life. Yes, I had a civilian that I used to work with at in my former employer in corporate. The guy used to just later on we kind of ended up kind of like mutual respect for each other. But the guy would just clown on us, say, well, you guys are brainwashed, indoctrinated. I'm like, fuck yeah, I am. Yeah, we are, and that's what we are. This, just because, I no longer wear this full time, or I'm still a Marine. And whether, you're 5, 10, 15, 20, 50 pounds, years after, hey, we're still, not as lean, not as mean, but still a Marine. So our oath to this great nation of ours doesn't just stop, when we take this bad boy off. So, yeah, damn right I'm proud. Damn right I'm cocky. Damn right I talk shit. Hell yeah, I think I've earned it. Especially the fact that I can still wear this badass motherfucking panty dropping uniform, baby. It doesn't matter whether it's enlisted or off. Dude, seriously, man. Fuck, look at this, baby. Yacht, get some, man. I'm super pumped. The moment I cut my hair, I was like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do for the Marine Corps birthday. What a great! It just happened. Just the star aligned, and it's just really cool. So here's, I wanted to really make today was going to be a short show, anyways. I think it's best because some things I just, and on social media, I know us Marines, we're just all over talking trash and smack about the upcoming birthday. But it's true, and the Secretary of War, Mr. Hegseth, said, "Hey, no more fat officers, no more fat leaders, no more fat Marines, no more service members with beards and all kinds of crazy shit." I mean, hey, let's get back to reality, man. If this retired Marine or this now civilian can still put it on, whip ass, kick ass, take names, fuck yeah, then yeah, we you who still wear the uniform, you who still wear the Eagle Globe and Anchor, yeah, you goddamn right. Get back in regs. And I don't care what branch you are. We set the tone for the rest of the world. Okay. Other armed services from any other part in the globe, they look up to us, not just the Marines, but they look up to our Army, our Navy, our Air Force, our Space Force, our Coast Guard, our National Guard. They look up to us. How can we set fear amongst our foes by looking like a fucking food blister, or like a crammed 20-pound bag of potatoes into a 5-pound bag? I mean, that's unsat. That's just nasty. So hey, let's get back to reality. I just want to also take a minute to acknowledge those of us who are no longer amongst us, our fellow service and service members, our sisters and our brothers, who for whatever reason are no longer here. Let's just take a quick minute to acknowledge that they're gone, and just in memory of them. Please bow your heads. Hoorah, get some. Hey, and just raise a glass to the ones who didn't come home. Let's remember them. Be proud of your place on this long, illustrious green line, because, hey, there's no races in the Marine Corps. We're all freaking green, baby. And you're still lead. If you're still laying, lead from the front, not from the rear, because that's not how we freaking do things. So here's to 250 more years of doing more with less. And just because it says, hey, government grade or military grade, that don't mean that it's always good. You know what I'm saying? So always looking damn good while doing it. Happy birthday, Marines. Hoorah, get some. If you haven't heard from a buddy, do a buddy check for me, all right? If you're ruminating, hey, man, it's 250 fucking years. Why are you ruminating, baby? Raise a glass, take a shot. Go to a buddy, hoorah, get some. Go to a bar and just get drunk, man, and have a great fucking time. So with that being said, everybody, ara, get some. Aisamas, daisuki. Yes, I'm saluting without a friggin' cover. Who cares? It's the Marine Corps birthday, baby. Hoorah, get some. Bye-bye.